Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Hey, by accelerationism. Wait, did you change your name again? Was it bidirectionalism? Was it always bi or accelerationism? I think I was not saying it correctly on stream earlier today. No, it was never bidirectional. Well, I feel like an idiot. My bad. I'm sorry about that. Bi-accelerationism. So, I'm finishing the Sun68. I was just talking to myself since my mic wasn't turned on properly. So I had to reset the stabilizers since like these little clippy things weren't fully inserted. So I have to fix that, and that actually makes the plate fit better. So earlier today when I was like trying to get that plate on, and I had to like really push it down and kind of snap it over the stabilizers, but that's not an issue anymore. So, and this is where I left off. So there is space for the standoffs, but I feel like I don't need to really use them. I'm not even really sure where they go, because they don't really match up with any screw holes on the case, so I'm not sure why, like, those things are there. Okay, I don't need these. That's fine. How's your evening going so far? It's going good. That's good to hear. I still haven't figured out what the heck these are for. These are like thicker, foamy things that aren't like compressible like this. But let's see what the instructions say. Okay. Install pour-in pad between PCB and plate. Yes, I've done that. Place the pour-in pad on the PCB with the satellite switch installed. Okay, I've done that. After the alignment of the holes, place the PC plate installed with foam on top of the pour-on pad according to the position of the holes. Oh no, I missed part 1. There should be a VOD of it on my Twitch page. Yeah, I was doing that earlier today. It was mostly looping switches, to be honest, and then me like kind of stumbling through reading these instructions, which I did not read initially, but it wasn't as straightforward as I thought. So I got as far as putting pour-on pads on the bottom case. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I've never seen a keyboard do this. And I was like, why do they do that? You were too busy editing a 45-page document at work. Oh, God. 45 pages. It's a lot of pages. What kind of document is it? Manual? Proposal? But anyway, yeah. The instructions say put these pour-on pads around these screw holes. And I was like, I've never seen keyboard build guys do that before, or a keyboard just have that. And then I realized that it's for, it's kind of like a, what's the thing called? The force break mod, where you put something around the screw holes, so then you don't get the case-on-case pinging action. It was a technical onboarding guide, so how to set up and config software for testing and production use. that is a lot of information to digest at once, but I bet it turns out, I bet it's a good document, because have read a lot of documents from engineers and a lot of them are not great. And then no one bothers to maintain it or update it. It's like, oh, it's a dumpster fire. Oh, yeah, that's what like most wikis and technical documentation I see from engineers are like. They just update one thing and then no one ever fixes their wikis. They always leave like their own commentary. Like that's the whole purpose of a wiki. Is that you have the power to change it, and people just seem so averse to like changing it. Like trying to explain complicated tech to my client is like walking on broken glass. Yeah, I know the feeling. Making that into a document is even worse. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm glad I minored in writing studies in college, because that helped a lot in my career. Just doing technical writing and like learning how to write for a different audience. Big help, and that's generally a weakness I see amongst a lot of engineers. Alright, so what the heck is next? Install the switch body. Check the pin of the switch body and press it carefully after it is aligned to the hole of the PCB switch seat. Do not press hard to avoid damaging the switch. Oh, I guess if I wasn't using foam, I would put the standoffs between the PCB and the plate. Is that what that's for? I don't even remember. I have not had to build a keyboard with standoffs in a long time. Like, I think I've done it on 2 keyboards, and one of them was Mr. Suit, which really did not need them because they only had 3 standoffs in like weird places. Like it was like 1 here, 2 here, and it did nothing, because if you built it with all the foams, which, or an Owl Labs board, you probably should, it was just like really pointless. And then the other board that I know has standoffs was the Portico board, which was my first custom mechanical keyboard. And yeah, you know what? That probably didn't need it either. I just removed all the standoffs from my Vega today and it felt so much better. Yeah, it just, I'm not sure why standoffs are there. Thought I read somewhere that they're there to provide like support for a hot swap PCB, and I don't know how or why they do that. But I have had, I mean, even on other hot swap PCBs, I've had no issues with not having standoffs, which weren't included on those builds. But I don't know, if someone can enlighten me, I'd be happy to hear like what standoffs are for. It's so you can remove all the switches from the PCB without detaching the plate from the PCB. Wait. What? You mean like... Oh, so the PCB is secure, or the plate is secured to the PCB, and you can pull the all the switches out. Okay. So if you yank out all the switches while the board is built, the PCB will literally fall and hit the bottom case. Oh, okay, okay. I get it now. Sorry, that's really hard to explain to this. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm still like trying to imagine how. So if you remove all the switches from the PCB and nothing's holding the plate and the PCB together, but if the okay, because then the plate would be suspended by like gaskets and stuff, and the PCB would fall to the bottom. I learned the hard way with my Savage 65 hot swap. Okay. That's good to know. Alright, that makes sense. Thanks for the explanation. That helps a lot. There's almost like too much foam in this build. It's like gaskets. You have the force brake mod, which has its own set of foam, plate foam, and then there's like this other, it's not a PE foam sheet, but it's an EVA sheet that's thin and it's also a dampener. I still haven't figured out what these are for yet, but guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. My plate was top mounted and my PCB just fell to the bottom and scratched the inside case. Oh no. Oh, so maybe I should have put standoffs, but whatever. Nah, you don't need standoffs. I should probably buy an extra PCB when extras are available, because hopefully if Desk Hero actually does send me a replacement brass plate, since the one I got from them was bent. Yeah, maybe I'll build like a different configuration with that plate and that PCB. You just gotta remove the PCB plate from the board before replacing switches. It's best practices anyways, since you should support the hot swap socket when putting in switches. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's what I typically do anyway, if I rebuild a board. I don't think I've ever just replaced a whole set of switches in a hot swap board without taking the whole thing apart. Still kind of annoyed that this USB port is like recessed in, so then it makes this hot swap socket, I guess north facing, and the rest are south facing. Well, I mean, it's basically opposite the rest. I could have just added a little more space on that PCB and made them all the same. right. I was gonna make little eyes on the switches. I'll do that afterwards because these are Korby switches. Yeah, I'll go get a marker afterwards. Yeah, it's better if I do it after I put all the switches in because I don't want to do it on each switch, press it down and like smudge all the marker off of it and then get it all over my fingers. Oh no, I have one too many switches. Wait, no I don't. Wait, yes I do. That's okay. Alright. So let me get my Sharpie. Whoops. And then let's put some eyes on these Korby switches. Switch all the way in. Yeah, it's just kind of hard to tell. All right. Let's make sure this keyboard works first. Ooh, that's bright. Alright, Maya, where you at? Okay. Wait a minute. That's not the right keyboard. Hot swap. There we go. All right. It's on layer 1. Oh, let's change this to that. Oh, these are arrows too. Interesting. Volume, la la la. Ooh, lighting. All right, we'll play with that later. Hey Anubis, how's it going? Oh, that one's not working. Bent pen? Yes, bent pen. I like the Noki emote. All right, cool. This probably is a bent pen as well. Do you still have the cement one? Yes I do. It's somewhere. How many unbuilt keeps do I have left? I have currently on me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, including the cement one. There's still some others that I have that I want to rebuild. Sheesh. Plus some in GB, yeah. Yeah, there's still a bunch more that I have in Group 5 that have not arrived yet. Oh wait, that one was working. Alright, this one is not. Sun68. It's a polycarbonate plate. I was gonna use a brass plate, but the one I ordered arrived bent, and I can't exactly flatten it out completely. Like, I can get close, but it's not perfect, and I'm still waiting for Desk Hero to ship me a new one. And they said they were gonna wait until they shipped all the orders out from the group buy to see how many they have left from, how many for extras they have left. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them. Have you tried the boba gun switches? Yeah, I have them in my Time 8 Reforged. They are pretty silent. Like, it's a very muted sound when you type on them. It doesn't feel like, some people might find them mushy, which I kind of get. Oh, crap. But that hasn't been an issue for me. But yeah, it is kind of nice that like they actually are really good at like muting out the sound if you want a keyboard to use in like an office environment and not annoy your coworkers. All right, cool. All right, so that works. We can close this. I need an office job. I've had an office job for many years and I got tired of it, so I don't know. I applied to be an entry-level brewer today, so hopefully see where that goes. Maybe I'll go up in words per minute. Yeah, probably. Like, office jobs will certainly make you type a lot. Alright, I'm trying so hard not to, like, accidentally Sharpie my own finger. Why are you marking them? These are Korby switches, and I've heard it was like, if you have them, you have to draw little eyes on them. Little piggies. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of neat. They look, it's very amusing, I find. Go left to right, so instead of right to left, because I want Sharpie on my palm unless I like hover. Yeah, let's do that. Gonna visit Massachusetts for a month, and I can only pick 3 boards because I gotta choose wisely. Are you going to the mode meetup? Is that why you can only bring 3 boards? Because I know they are limiting 3 boards per person. Nah, I wish I was going to the mode meetup though. You can still sign up. You just get put onto a wait list, so if like people drop out, then you'll move up on the wait list, so they'll notify the next person. But I don't know if anyone on the wait list will go. It depends on who drops out of those 75 people who signed up. And I don't remember how big the wait list is, but yeah, you would have to wait for a pretty good amount of people to drop out. Yeah, but I would have to bring my girlfriend, so I would need 2 spots. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be... that could be hard with, the amount of attendees that are currently on the wait list. Kind of almost like the thicker, rounder eyes. But, yeah, let's just go with like regular oval eyes. She's not really in the hobby, but she built my sequence for me. Is this her gateway keyboard into the hobby? Or was this like a one and done kind of thing for her? No, I just asked her if she wanted to try building a board, and she said yeah. Yeah, the sequence is a good board to try. Because it's, is it a hot swap board? But also, like, putting the sequence together is really... Oh, she was soldering it? Oh, cool. Yeah, it definitely took me a few tries before I got used to soldering. Like, the first board I soldered myself was perfectly fine, but then, like, the next few were questionable. But, like, they still worked. And now it's like... it's not difficult at all. So it just takes practice like everything else. But yeah, putting together sequence is actually it's a good board to put together on your own. Because all you have to do is put the O-ring around it and then drop it in. When I was building my first board, I was really careful to follow the instructions and like figure out how to screw things together, that kind of thing. It took a while, because yeah, that was my first time. Hold on, I need to take a picture of this. They do look like little piggies rather than like Korbys. Back to the instructions. I'm supposed to put these pour-on gaskets. I'm not going to put them on the plate, just in case I want to switch to a different plate, so I'm going to put them on the case. Yep, so that'll fit that. These medium ones, I suppose, go on these shorter sections. Yeah. And then these longer ones go here. And that should correspond with the plate. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So let's do that. So I'll put it on the bottom case, and then I'll put it on the top case. So earlier today I put pour-on gaskets here, and I put them in sideways because that's kind of what the diagram shows. But also, like, there are two screw holes in this top case that I don't know what they're for, but they're on the left side. They don't correspond to these screw holes, so I don't know why they're there. But maybe they're not there for anything. Alright, let's do the short ones first. So let's see. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I have exactly 4 left. Kinda wish they had a little more more gaskets. Alright, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Maybe I should move those other... The thing is, like, with those other gaskets on the top case, like, sticking them to the side of the top case, the instructions have 6 mounting points, so it's like corner, 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 and then like the sides on that top case. It's like the amount of foam in this board almost seems a little excessive. But it is what it is. If it's there, I'll use it. The other thing is that, like, I guess if I really needed more foam, this happened last time where I pulled like part of the foam off, but not with the adhesive. Like I could use this scrap and like cut out more gaskets and like cobble together enough of a shape that if I needed to replace one, I could always do that. Okay. What are you doing? I need you to not sit directly on the vent because you're blocking airflow out of the case and I don't want it to overheat. I know it's warm and you like your butt warm. Wait, Anubis, I think you had a Bakaneko coming or something? Did you build that yet? I remember you mentioned it a while ago. Alright, so that's the bottom case. So let's do the top case. Alright, so we'll put these small ones in first. Now that I think about it, I probably should have put these corner ones just like flat on the case instead. Yeah, let me put them on the side because that's kind of what the diagram looked like. Oh, that one's not like aligned. But also, like, it said to put these ones, and there's like, kind of have to put them sideways because there's like no space, especially on this side, to put it like down flat, flush with the case. This one is not. Oh, I'm so glad that peeled off easily. I've had issues with some gaskets where you put it down and it just sticks and it just doesn't want to come off. It's a pain in the butt, and then you end up ripping them and it becomes a mess. So I have learned that if you have a chance to order extra gaskets, you should do so just in case. I guess there's also nothing stopping you from ordering like custom gaskets from whatever place makes them, which I think is just you just get them from 3M. But I don't really know what's involved with that. Oh, here comes the cat again. X. Maybe that'll help. I think it's this cardboard thing in here. Let's see. I hope this works. Oh. 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 Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Ah. That is actually not a screw hole at all, it's just a hole. Alright, other side. It's kind of happening. Okay. So able to get a little piece of the end off, so the rest should come off. Yeah. Piece is a little messed up, but as long as I can seat it on the inside, then that's really all I need. Alright. And we'll put that in there. No. Get it in the corner. There we go. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I don't know, these side ones still like kind of weird me out, because I've never seen any build that says, oh, install your gasket sideways. Yeah, like this diagram makes it look like you should install them like actually on the sides, but then like the later instructions say to put the gaskets on the plate like so. So I think this probably could have been written a little bit more clearly. But you know, whatever. So let's see, this Poron blocker goes there. What's next? Install the Poron pad between the bottom case and the PCB. Place the Poron pad, 2 pieces, inside the bottom case as shown in the picture. Which I assume they mean this, but it's only 1 piece. I don't know why they say 2 pieces. Because that's the only piece left. I still don't know what these things are for. Alright. Let's see if it says. Install the PCB. Position the installed PCB above the bottom case. Case foam should have already been inserted in step 8. According to the corresponding position shown in the picture, make sure that everything is aligned, especially the USB-C port on the PCB. So, I still don't understand what step 8 means. Install pouring pad between bottom case and PCB. Place the pouring pad inside the bottom case as shown in the picture. Which I assume they mean case foam. I don't know what they mean by pouring pad, which I think is probably this. But I don't know where these go. There are 8 pieces. This thing says 2 pieces. The other thing that's really confusing is there are 8 screw holes in the bottom of this, or sorry, 4 screw holes in this bottom case, and they don't seem to correspond to anything. Like, there's nothing there. And they don't match up with any of the standoff screws. So, yeah, I don't know. That's really confusing. So, I'll err on the side of caution and save these pieces for later, just in case. So I'm not gonna stick them on anything and then unstick them. All right, so that goes there. This goes here, and then this goes right on top. Wait. Oh, that's weird. Like, so I don't know if the side gaskets here and here are supposed to be there, because if I put this on top, oh, okay, I guess it goes right on top of the, it'll fall on top of the PCB, or on top of the plate, so it's like similar to these gaskets. It's just kind of weird because you can see it right there, so they like really wanted this thing to be, I guess, as foamy as hell. But I gotta make sure this PCB is lined up too, so that when I squish it down, all right. Well, it is what it is. Ooh, that was okay. So it's pretty flush, I guess. And then the last thing is just to screw it all together. Interesting build. Those instructions didn't make it very straightforward, but I think some clarity around it would have helped. Especially those 2 additional, like, those 2 holes that aren't really screw holes. That also threw me off a lot. Okay, so let's put everything in this one. Like that. Save that for the future. Oh, so these are standoffs. These are also they're also stabilizer rings, so they say, which I don't know if I was really supposed to use them or not. Those rings seem kind of Just a little large for the TX stabs that I used. But yeah, if I didn't need to use them, I didn't need to use them. Sometimes less is more. Alright, so let's screw this all together. I have the screws ready. Right there. And they're all the same length. Okay, so it doesn't matter where they go. Right. So let's see. Should I use black feet or white feet? Because they gave me both. I think it probably black feet just to give it a contrast. White feet, black feet. Yeah, I think black feet will look better. Alright, so that's black feet. The white feet. Yeah, I don't think the white feet look as nice on this board since it's already white. So we'll go with black. All right. Let's clean that up just a little. All put keycaps on. Alright, so we're gonna do GMK Deep Navy. Yes. Oh, sounds like I have some ticking. Damn. That was real. It was not ticking earlier when I tested it. Alright, well, I'll try to fix that in a bit. I'll leave this cap off for now. May just have to plug the bud a little bit. You know what? I'll do that right now. Let me remove this cap just so it's a little easier to get through. And then we will surgically insert some lube. More here. All right. Okay, let's try that now. Damn, it's still ticking. Probably means I have an unbalanced wire. Let's see. Can I? Yep, I see where it is. Yeah. It's because, so I put plumber's tape around the wire and it's like a little too much, so it kind of like rubbed off. So there's like a gap in there. At least that's what I think it is. Nope. Okay, I think it's an unbalanced wire. Let me try a different keycap just in case. Oh, whoops. So when I was testing my stabs earlier, I was also using not this keycap. I was using either the enter or backspace on all these different stabilizers. Yeah, so it ticks with this one too. So it's okay. It's not the keycap. Definitely something with the stabilizer. I really don't want to take this apart right now. Maybe I could just plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh no, Fang is back. Hey Fang. Move this stuff out of the way so he doesn't try to eat it or something. Alright, in any case, I think this may just have to be what I live with for now, and you can always just fix it later. I feel like that made it worse. Alright, I'll fix that some other time. Something is weird with this stabilizer too. It sounds fine, but like, if you move it back and forth, there's definitely like some kind of ticking. Practicality, it might not really be an issue. Guess I'll have to like readjust them. It could be also like that weird extra foam sheet underneath and all that's causing an issue. Not like the plate foam, it's like it's like PE foam, but not. But it also isn't like perfectly flat either. Like when you install the stabilizers, the stabilizers needed these shims which came with the board since the PCB is thinner, but using that also made I made that like that little sheet that's under it kind of bunch up in places. So it was like, it did feel thicker than like other PE sheets I've seen used on PCBs. So I'm wondering if like I should probably take that out and just leave the stabilizers on the PCB directly. Because when I modified the stabilizers earlier, and I tested them out on the PCB, I didn't have an issue with any rattling or whatever. So, and that's like the only difference between what I did earlier today and putting that sheet in not too long ago. Oh wait, hold on. Well, the backspace doesn't rattle, so it's really only the left shift. Spacebar is fine too. So let's see, should I do a white enter or the blue enter? Yeah, let's do a blue. It does kind of have that like that poppy kind of sound to it, kind of like an owl labs board where like that, I guess, marbly kind of sound. That has a little ticking, but it's not terrible. So what is this? Alt, super, and function. So I may remap these to super function control. So let me get that key out. And I believe the default was, let's see, insert delete. Where is it? And then I don't remember if it was page up, page down, or moment end. But let's go with page up, page down, just in case. I may change this to home and end since I tend to like delete as a separate on layer 1 here. So we'll fiddle with that in a second. All right, enter. Yeah, enter doesn't tick, so something about this left shift. Space is pretty okay. Alright, F and J. Here we go. let's plug this in and give it a try. Alright, let's see if I can fix the white balance. Oh hey. Hexermless 2. Wait, I have a serious question. If I wanted to switch the mouse buttons of my mouse to the opposite side, is that possible? Yeah, that's possible. Believe you should be able to change that. Are you on a Windows or a Mac? Because I mean, it's gonna be kind of similar options for either. And if you're on Windows, let me know what version of Windows, because it may be slightly different between side buttons, the physical buttons on the mouse, so not software. It depends on the mouse. Like, well, so if you had a mouse that was Final Mouse, Starlight, or Viper Mini, yeah, it depends on the mouse, and I'm not familiar with those models. So, but if you had like a mouse that had a uniform shape like this one, then you could use it left-handed and I guess also switch it. But for changing the actual physical buttons, so like B-Boy Zen says, he has the Viper Mini and you cannot change them to the left. So there's your answer. Yeah, if you're changing hardware, then it really depends on the kind of mouse that you have. Okay, let me see if... Ugh, this is like very washed out. No, I meant if I could hire a guy to change the hardware. You probably could. I guess the trick would be to find someone who knows how to do that and is willing to do that. With enough money, you can always do anything. Yeah, that is also very true. Let me see if I can darken this. Just have no idea who does that though. Okay, Via. I'm trying to make the RGB show up on stream. Would you be able to do that? I'm willing to pay 200. I am not able to do that because I don't know how. I want a left-handed Viper Mini so bad. Yeah, I'm not sure where you can find that kind of person. You could try, well, probably not Mech Market, because that community tends to focus on keyboards, but I'm sure that there's probably some kind of group of people who would be able to do that, or some set of people within that community who might be able to do that. I just don't know enough about those communities to give you a good answer. Oh, do I want control here? Do I have a function here? Being left-handed dead sucks. Yeah, I get that. I'm not left-handed, but I have a bunch of friends who are, and they always complain about yeah, how the world is basically not built for them. Let's do... Alright, you know what? Let's just keep it alt super function, because for symmetry's sake. Okay. Oh, so yeah, this is page up, page down. Let's make this home, and end. And we'll make this on layer 1 delete. And then insert I never use, but oh, whoops. But we'll put it on a different layer just in case. All right, lighting. Wait, that didn't change the speed at all. Okay, you can barely see that. Okay, that's a little better. It's actually like really hard to see this brightness of the RGB. Like I have it set to the highest setting and it's like really kind of, it's almost like muted, like just a little too diffused and blocked. But yeah, I guess it's okay. All right. Let's get rid of that. Let's fix this lighting. Oh, wait. I turned it off. That's why. Okay. I don't need this key. And then I was going to change this to home and end. Oops. All right, and then we'll do a quick test. So in terms of looks, it looks fine. I've always been kind of a fan of this layout, but I never liked the icky 68 boards that have like a huge badge here. So it's kind of nice having this little RGB strip here. And the weight was like really the kind of thing that got me with this board. So, oh, what's all this nasty stuff on it? I guess I will need to clean this a little bit more. Only like random stuff from my table. Alright, anyway. Let me switch this out with a different keycap set just to give it a little more visual visual interest, I guess. But let me type on it real quick. Like, flexes pretty nicely. Some of it's also like the foam feet under, or the rubber feet, so it's absorbing some of it. Alright, so these are Korby switches. They are, I think, 62 grams, if I remember correctly. These are lubed. They're not filmed at all. So it's just and those switches are just a JWK linear recolor. Alright, let me get the mic set up for this. Alright, So let's see. Alright. That is coming through. Alright, let's start over. Let's do oh wait, no numbers. Alright. I thought. Has that icky 68 look, but is better. Yeah, I'm glad I went in on this group buy instead of the icky 68. Like, I felt like the icky 68 just has too many themed collaborations with like keycap sets and stuff, and I feel like that is kind of almost limiting in some ways, because like, if it's meant to go with a keycap set, then it just, that's like the build you have to do with that. But you don't have to, but I feel like that kind of thing shouldn't dictate what you do with your build. It's great for beginners though, but I think you can have a lot more fun just kind of deciding what you think looks good. I liked it. It's you know, it does have that foamy kind of sound to it, but it's not like it's not like in your face like the Mr. Suit. Like, I still like the Mr. Suit a lot, but sometimes that, I mean, over time I feel like that marbly sound kind of gets a little annoying. I feel like this one is a more muted, kind of foamy sound. Whoops, hold on, let me fix the mic. And it feels very comfortable to type on. And this is with the polycarbonate plate, so I'm really interested to see what happens with the brass plate once I get my replacement. Hopefully Descaro will send that to me soon, but yeah, maybe I'll do a different set of switches with that build. Then I could just drop it on top of the PCB. But yeah, I like this. I mean, I like that it's different from your typical 65% layout where, you know, it's got your nav column here, like with your arrows. It's kind of neat having this separation here, and then like the RGB strip, which I wish that were a little brighter, or maybe I should try taking out the, I wish this was like maybe slightly wider. 'Cause it's like kind of hard to see hear me just sitting here looking at it. Unless I look at it directly, then you can, like, it's easier to see. It's hard to see on camera because there's just so much light right now. Yeah, it's fairly weak. Yeah, I'm wondering if taking out the diffuser or like something inside might help. Or if using something different can help brighten it, but I think it's going to be limited by just how big this tiny little sliver is here. But, you know, it's not that bad. It's a very nice looking board in general. Nothing too overstated. Nothing too attention grabbing, so sometimes that's all you want in a board. Okay. So yeah, that's the Sun68. Yeah, that's kind of similar to my other board that I'm using, the Enjoy. So maybe I'll drive this for a while as my main board on my other computer. Alright, so yeah, that'll be it for me tonight. That took longer than I expected. So let's go raid someone. And then I'm gonna sign off and throw some laundry in the dryer. Because I need some clothes for tomorrow. Alright, who's online? We've got Amber, Patty's online, Joran's online, Miniatures. You may hear some weird noises. Oh, is Amber doing like her subathon thing?
Maybe not.
Let's see, what's Patty doing? She's doing an Austin round 3. Miniatures is playing Lost Ark. Whoa. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh no. No. Alright, what is Joran doing? Hold on, my tab just crashed, so I gotta reload. Joran is doing an Icky 68 belt. Ooh. Oh, come on. Oh, he's doing a typing test right now. Hold on, let's listen to this.
That actually sounds not bad, actually. I'm digging it. The space.
Alright, let me check what Patty's doing. She's soldering right now the Austin. And Amber is... I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. You know what? Let's go raid Joran, because he's doing the Icky 68, and I have a Sun68. So let's do what's our raid message? Sun68. We'll do a Sun. We'll do Sun68 raid, and then a Sun emoji. Alright. There is your raid message. Let's go raid Joran, say hi to him. Alright, have fun everyone. Have a good night. And thanks for hanging out.